I've come back from the future to warn you that if you don't subscribe to SSJ, your future is grim. Dragon Ball Super is officially returning, confirmed as of January 27th, 2026, with the Beerus portion dropping this fall. And we get into the hype quickly. I want to establish something real quick. As you know, based on the channel, Dragon Ball fan since I was about 4 years old, with Goku and Piccolo being my absolute favorites, and then Vegeta later on being another favorite. This isn't some I've watched Dragon Ball clips on YouTube fandom either. I've got figures, Funko Pops, statues, posters, hats, manga volumes, guidebooks, you name it. Been a part of my life for decades. So when I talk about this series, it's not just some nostalgia farming or a bandwagon hype or some type of culture vulture thing. It's perspective. Let's look into the Dragon Ball hierarchy. And yes, there is a hierarchy of the different Dragon Ball series. For me, starting from best to worst, it's Dragon Ball, the original, then Dragon Ball Z, then Dragon Ball Super, then the old Dragon Ball Z movies, then Dragon Ball Daima, then Dragon Ball Heroes, and then dead last Dragon Ball GT. I hated GT as a kid, and before anybody says you just don't understand it, rewatch it as an adult. It's still trash. I rewatched it recently, and it's basically the bottom of the shoe. It's cheap. Black Star Dragon arc had a lot of slow moments. The pacing was very off. A lot of characters could have done things a lot quicker, but they decided to waste time. Pan was kind of annoying, and Yuru was kind of annoying in my opinion too. So it does have cool moments, such as Goku being around Pan, helping her out, being proud of her because that's his granddaughter that he once trained at the end of Z. Then of course Pan calming down Goku for him to go Super Saiyan 4, showing him that picture. And you see the picture of like Goku and them all at the beach and stuff like that. That was cool. Vegeta, it was sweet that Vegeta, as tough as Vegeta is, he was like all upset because Vegeta's daughter told him that he looked stupid with that mustache that he had on, the mustache. That was also great. But then you also have terrible scenes such as that deer rubbing up on Pan for whatever reason, Jiru, Dr. Gero, and Dr. Mew casually making another Android 17 in hell, or Piccolo deciding to die and just stayed in hell forever for whatever reason. And obviously, yes, I know Piccolo tried to get out of hell, but it's kind of whatever, still dumb. And one thing that fans, including me, agreed on is that Super Saiyan 4 is the main highlight. Yeah. And I still love Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta specifically is Pete, one of my favorite characters to use in the Dragon Ball games. And let's not pretend it's one of the cool transformation saves in the entire series. So fast forward to 2018, 2019, when Dragon Ball Super stopped airing in English and went on hiatus. Suddenly the internet was flooded with Super ruined Dragon Ball, and Super is the bane of the franchise and the animation is terrible. Meanwhile, while yes, I understand some of those criticisms, and like obviously Dragon Ball Super shouldn't have started with doing remakes of the movies that they just did, like an extended remake arc, like that's redundant. I understand that, but it definitely was not the worst thing ever. The bane of Dragon Ball's existence. As far as the animation goes, people were praising that Pain versus Naruto fight, but that looked goofy as hell too in motion. Pain looking like Goofy or something like that from a Disney cartoon, like it looked weird. Go back and rewatch that fight. And then GT, which fans are trying to say is better than Super now. People are trying to say GT's better, but it's not, because GT also had bad animation. Ugly shots like Super Saiyan 4 Goku looking cross-eyed, or Cell and Frieza and Hell looking cross-eyed, especially Cell. I don't know what was wrong with how Cell was drawn. Like that was ugly. And then he was cross-eyed as well. Entire episodes felt unfinished, reused animations for some of the, like when Goku's firing his ki blast at Android 17, just reused animations for that, reused animations for when he's throwing a punch and things of that nature. But Super was the problem. Super wasn't perfect. Nothing Dragon Ball has ever been, but it did keep fans engaged, expanded the universe, introduced a multiverse, gave us gods, angels, new stakes that actually mattered. And those gods and angels were interesting. They really were interesting characters. Beerus and Whis were brilliant additions. Whis kept everyone in check, fixed many narrative issues. Yeah, the power scaling got messy at times, but welcome to Dragon Ball. The power scaling has been messed up since the Frieza saga, basically, so fans need to let that part go too, in my opinion. Why Super works and why people still watch it. To this day, I personally rewatch the Goku Black arc a lot, especially a lot of scenes. Goku Black going Rosé when he met Trunks for the first time, him fighting Goku for the first time, them trying to get that mystery of who he is. The Tournament of Power, which I still like because those arcs had energy themes and payoffs. Goku Black was cool, period. Zamasu's ideology, Rosé's introduction, Trunks returning. That arc really did hit. Like, fans will try to go back and critique some things about it, but it really was the hype. Like, you were glued to the screen. The Tournament of Power, one of the most hyped things Dragon Ball has ever done, which brings me to Android 17. So let's talk about Android 17 and GT versus Android 17 and Super. Android 17 has always been a character, a fan favorite from Z. GT turned him into a pawn and plot device, as well as a joke for Mew and Dr. Gero, while Super continued his arc. He's protecting the island, which is seemingly an homage to Android 16. He fights alongside his sister again, adapts, strategizes, survives, and yeah, becomes the MVP of the Tournament of Power. And I wasn't mad at it. If anything, I wanted more of an explanation on what happened to him post-Cell, and what we got still respected the character. What we do know, he's getting more spotlight in the upcoming Galactic Patrol arc, which I'm excited for. So, Form's design in the blue hate. So I like the Beerus movie when it first came out. The manga gave us some more context later on. Super Saiyan God, it's a cool concept, but unlike most other Dragon Ball fans, I'm not a fan of the design because I thought it was way too plain and way too skinny. He just looked like Kaioken, but they just gave him red eye. But then you get Super Saiyan Blue, which I noticed is overhated for whatever reason. People hate on Super Saiyan Blue like crazy, but let's be real. The original Super Saiyan form was iconic, but by the Buu arc, it got tired out. Like, me personally, I got tired of seeing the same regular, like, oh, well, we can't beat so-and-so, boom, Super Saiyan. Oh, well, this person's a little too strong in base form, boom, Super Saiyan. Oh, this person's too strong, boom, Super Saiyan. Oh, well, if Super Saiyan's not enough, let's go Super Saiyan 2, which is the same as Super Saiyan but slightly spikier and more electricity. It got redundant, and I'm not saying I didn't want transformations. I just wanted something new. GT did give us Super Saiyan 4, but Super gave us Super Saiyan Blue, and I like Super Saiyan Blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. The aura looks cool when you see him actually powered up using the form. Like, it feels like a god form. That's what Super Saiyan God should have been. Super Saiyan God should have been Super Saiyan Blue, because Super Saiyan God does not look like a god form outside of, I guess, the red glowing eyes. So I want to call out the fake fans, because this is where I call it out. With Super, the Galactic Patrol being announced, suddenly people are rejoicing, seal clapping, acting like they always love Super. These are the same people that bash Super nonstop, called it trash, made like essays on it, made like 50-minute long podcasts on why they feel like GT is better than Super somehow. Listen, if you prefer GT, power to you, but the fact of the matter is, GT is not better than Super. Super is way better than GT. The writing is probably not the best for both series, I can acknowledge that, but Super is 1000% the better series than GT. It has a manga as well, it has multiple movies. It's better. If you prefer GT, cool, but GT is not the better series. So don't try to switch up now. I loved Super when it was airing. I actually defended it during the hiatus, and I'm excited now because of the groundwork, and it was always solid. So Dragon Ball Super is back. The franchise is alive and well. There's more to come. I'm genuinely excited to see where Dragon Ball goes next. But the fake fans, quit switching up. Quit switching sides just because there's something new to talk about, because the real ones never left.
She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. 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 She don't wanna be saved.